Kim Kardashian is a billionaire. Yeah! And she's taking her sister's place, apparently, so that will make for some interesting family drama. So how do we get here? And also, is she really a billionaire? I wanna be a billionaire, so... You know, it doesn't matter if you like them or not, it's still intriguing. It all started with a video she made with her boyfriend, Ray J. Let's have a look. I'm kidding, you can watch it on your own time. The Kardashians have a funny relationship with Forbes, and yes, I'm including Kanye in this as well. So Kim Kardashian as a billionaire might be a lot for some of us to take in, but maybe we should take it with a pinch of salt. And so for that, let's look at the allegedly first billionaire of the family and also the youngest, Kylie Jenner. Last year, Forbes said that Kylie lied to them and that she wasn't a billionaire, she was just a millionaire.
I'm out of the 3 Comma Club.
She lied or misled them with the actual size and success of her beauty business. Let's have a closer look here because it's really fishy. So this whole thing is related to a giant beauty conglomerate called Cody, whatever, who bought a 51% stake in Kylie's business in November 2019, so just a few months before the world ended. They bought that chunk for $600 million, valuing the company at $1.2 billion. I mean, that deal is up there with Dr. Dre and Beats with Apple. What a cash out, and good for her. And it confirmed what Forbes had said 8 months prior, that she was a billionaire. But it turned out to be false, and Forbes is quite pissed off and quite bitter about it. But that makes sense because that's really their thing and it made them look like idiots. Forbes went as far as saying that when they were invited to the Kardashian mansions, they were actually shown forged tax returns, showing that Kylie's business in 2016 had a revenue of $307 million and that her personal income that year was $110 million. Some other publications were told that it was even more, like $420 million. I mean, at this point, they're not a publicly traded company, so they can tell whatever they want to anybody. But when Kylie bought a 51% stake in the company, then analysts started saying that they were paying way too much and that the entire business model was tied to Kylie promoting it herself. How was the deal structured to make sure that she keeps doing that in the future? Things got worse when Kylie, which is a publicly traded company, had to show the real numbers, and they were far from the ones that Forbes were initially given. They said that over the 12 months period preceding the deal, the revenue was $177 million, a 40% increase from 2018. That means $125 million in 2018, which is very different from the alleged $307 million in 2016. One of Kylie's reps said that her skincare line did $100 million in the first month and a half, but the official filings said that it was more like $25 million for the year.
Lies! There you go!
So that leaves two possibilities here, and they both look very bad. One is that they did lie to Forbes and other publications and that they did show forged tax returns. Or two is that the business is absolutely plummeting after being successful in the first 3 months. That could be true, right? After all, it's really based on hype. Most businesses get successful because people try their products, and if they like it, the word gets around, and then more and more people start buying, etc., etc. But in this case, people started buying from the very first second, and maybe they realized the products were not good at all, and the word got around, and now the sales are crashing. So don't get me wrong, let's not feel too sorry for Kylie, and what she achieves is still staggering, because Forbes still estimates her fortune to be just under $900 million. Although a big chunk of that is from the money that she receives from the inflated sale to Kylie, So where does that leave Kim in all this? Well, as it turns out, Kylie also comes into play here because she sold a 20% stake of her business to them for $200 million, valuing her company at $1 billion. Yep, after seeing Kylie's success, she decided to do the same thing and monetize her enormous social media following. So she started her own company selling cosmetics and clothing. What took it over the line though is her shapewear company called Skims, basically like spandex, of which she has a stake worth $225 million. And combined with the cosmetic stuff, and that's enough to take her over the 1 billion line. Although this could be another Kylie situation here, because Forbes' source doesn't look exactly rock solid. A source familiar with Skims told Forbes about a transaction that values the company north of $500 million. Yeah, this is starting to look like it's great publicity for Forbes as much as Kim herself to say that she's a billionaire. So don't come crying when it turns out to be several $100 million off the mark. This once again shows that if celebrities do it, people will buy it. But also that everything in the entertainment world has to be exaggerated to get attention. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below and hit the like button and subscribe. It's free. See ya.